What we've seen with using GL Connect, sort of that if we look on average across the various customers that we've got, we've seen up to a 40% saving in terms of the month, quarter, and also year-end closing. The one extreme case that I gave already was that somebody who reduced it from 3 weeks down to 7 days. And we've got a number of use cases that, if you get on call with us, we can then share with you in terms of the benefits that then people will then see. But on average, that we're looking at about 40% sort of saving. That what we've provided with GeoConnect is a simple means within Excel of being able to build financial statements. And one of the things that people really respond to is the ability to be able to drill down, because what they want to be able to do is, say they get a variance between your actuals and budget, they then want to then be able to drill into those and then see the subledger details. So say you get an unusual expense, I don't know, council tax or something like that, you don't recognize, and you then want to then see what the actual transaction behind that, and then see the supporting transaction references that you get for that. So, who the customer was, and if it's revenue based, or who the supplier was. If you want to drill down to a project or a purchase order or something like that, that you then get those references as well. And also, we provide the facility to be able to modify those drill down templates. So say as standard that we will show, your debits, your credits, what the transaction reference was, but also we then show those things like the supplier. If there's something you then need to add a field, you can also then do that, which gives you a lot of flexibility. And the important thing is it's the end user who can do that, the person who's actually using the product, so they don't have to go back to IT just because they want one column then adding in. And also that they can then refresh that all from within Excel. So something that finance are familiar with. I once heard of Excel being described as the world's biggest ERP system. You have other people that say, well, that's not true. And it's like, yeah, well, you don't understand. What it is a very powerful tool where a lot of people work in that. And what they do is they use it to then take their figures and consolidate them. And what we're trying to do with GeoConnect is then make that simpler in terms of then being able to then work complementary with Excel to bridge that gap between your ERP system and then within Excel. That and what we can then do as well, that sort of is, we then see what the updated balance is that you then have, sort of directly, from within your ERP system. Once you've done all that, you may have a fantastic financial report or something like that, and we'll show during the demo that we can also then, if we then want to then send that out to people. So say you use your custom hierarchy and you've got your two different reports to your two different hierarchies, you may want to then send that out to people. So we can also then do that as well. And you can schedule it, which gives you a lot of automation in terms, and we can show how easily we can do that in the demonstration as well.